having this hearing. I want to thank you for being here, Madam Secretary, and your crack staff. I appreciate you appearing in front of the committee. Normally, I would have to explain this situation, but you're Native American. I think you understand this situation. I'm from Montana. I literally hear every week about law and order issues on the ground due to lack of officers and due to poor facilities. Most recently, it's been the Northern Cheyenne. But the truth is, it happens in every reservation where we don't have adequate facilities, and we certainly don't have enough law enforcement officers. I understand that the BIA has been working with the Northern Cheyenne tribe to improve public safety, which, by the way, from my perspective, is a disaster. Public safety is a disaster. And I appreciate the BIA working, I appreciate you working to try to improve this situation. During a meeting with the tribe in January, BIA committed to doing everything it can to fill the vacant positions, increase community and recruitment at the Rocky Mountain Regional Detention Facility, and hire a chief of police. Can you tell me where the BIA stands in fulfilling those commitments?
Senator, thank you so much for your commitment to tribes as well. And yes, tribal public safety and law enforcement is probably the most prioritized issues of tribes across the country. So we hear about it often, and we work very hard to remedy these situations. The BIA OJS team is working closely with the Indian Affairs Office of Human Capital on several strategies to support recruitment and retention. That is really one of the big issues. The foremost strategy is a pay parity initiative, which will bring BIA law enforcement pay levels in line with other federal law enforcement agencies.
And we'll get into that in a second.
Okay.
Can you tell me, as per the Northern Cheyenne tribe, where are we from a BIA perspective of fulfilling the commitments? And look, Brian was out there a month or so ago, and I appreciate that. In fact, I think he was out there multiple times. But, and I don't have to tell you this because I think you know this, literally every day that goes by without them having the police that they need, people are dying. Mm-hmm. And it's not just a couple, it's a lot. So where, do you know where the BIA is in a commitment to fulfilling Northern Cheyenne's needs?
With all due respect, Senator, we will get back with you on those specific details of Northern Cheyenne, but I want you to know that we all care deeply about this situation.
As do I. I mean, and the problem is this isn't an isolated case. This is a case that continues. If it isn't in Northern Cheyenne, it's going to be Blackfeet, or it's going to be Fort Peck, or it's going to be somebody else. But I think Northern Cheyenne has the most acute problems right now. And so I would appreciate your attention to this. Now I want to talk about what you were talking about, and that's your budget in regards to workforce recruitment and retention. You've got about $641 million in this request, FY24 request, $470 million going to staffing, recruitment, retention efforts, police services, detentions, and corrections. You put the number in. Is this your number, or is this OMB's number?
It is, after careful consultation, it is our number, and
so you believe that this will adequately put you in a position to be able to not only recruit new officers but retain the ones you have?
We think that it will be a good start and a good help.
Okay.
Of course, this tribal justice and law enforcement has been underfunded for decades and decades.
It has, and we've had crime in Indian country due to a lot of things, poverty included, that has put us in a situation where it's unacceptable. It's just flat unacceptable. I don't care what administration it is, it's unacceptable. You happen to be Native American. I don't have to explain the situation to you. I would hope that you would put the resources necessary to make sure that we do our level best and make the trust responsibilities we have to make sure these tribes are safe. Let me talk a little bit about Fort Belknap water settlement. It's the last water settlement in Montana. It is almost ready for prime time. It is my understanding that the tribe and the DOI are ironing out details now. The notch has been removed, and I know that was not an easy decision and probably not a popular decision in Fort Belknap. But because of that, they were able to get Senator Daines and Phillips County on board. I believe that is true. That's what my notes tell me. I haven't been told that directly. If that's the case, I think there's a real possibility that this bill can pass. And we can finish the last water settlement we have for Montana. I don't think this is going to happen without somebody like you in your position as Secretary of Interior intervening and making this a priority. This tribe's been waiting a long time. I voted and we passed the Blackfeet water settlement when I was in the state legislature 20 years ago. We're still working on it at the federal level now. So could I get your commitment that you'll do your best to make sure this is a top priority for not only the department, but for you to get this water settlement approved?
Yeah, yes.
That's an easy answer. Thank you very much. I've only got 44 seconds left, and if I got into what happened at the park last year, it's just going to require a lot of resources. And I would say this, as long as I got 30 seconds left, the disasters that are being caused by climate each year is just absolutely devastating. And I'm going to tell you that that one incident in Gardner was $1 billion. And I don't know if that's a conservative figure or not. And so, and we've got another year coming now. We're given the snow starting to melt as we speak, as spring and summer comes on. But resiliency is really important, and I know you know that, and we've got to do everything we can do that. Last thing I would say is there was a St. Mary's project is important. They had a study for ability to pay. It came back, said they had no ability to pay. I would hope that you continue to look at that project too, along with the Fort Belknap project, because they are connected, so we can get these projects done in Montana. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Senator Tester.